Alright, there we go. Now voice mod is on. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Read Homestuck with Friends. It has been a hot minute. We took an extended break from reading Homestuck due to, Thanksgiving, so we're back at it again. We're also going to be only able to do two Let's Read Homestucks this month because of Christmas Eve being on a Friday and then New Year's Eve also being on a Friday. So what are you going to do? This is just going to be the way it is. But we're going to make these as entertaining as possible as is usual. And as usual, I am joined by all of my friends here, and a new friend will be joining us later. So how are we all doing today, folks?
I'm cold.
I'm good.
Whoa!
Why do you always open with that?
Because it's funny.
Yeah, we should open with your scream.
Oh my god! If you somebody
Fuck
just
everything.
Me too.
somebody
Fuck
should
everything.
if somebody has a soundboard, you better put my fucking scream onto there.
Yeah.
Also,
Fuck
is it potato mic or is it good mic? I just want to make sure.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
I'd rather it be potato for that to happen again.
Oh my god! If you want me,
Okay.
I did have like a test call with Sierra earlier because she was having a case of potato Mike.
I just had to use my phone.
Put Haven's scream where Huggy Wuggy gets yeeted by a box.
Okay,
you guys are talking. You guys are all. Oh, I hear a bird.
That was Summer.
Warm.
That was Sierra's bird, Summer.
Wait, I know we need to get to
Hello?
Are you okay?
Slow
She's
down.
stroking out.
Slow down on your words.
I know we need to get to reading, but I just thought of something else funny. Put Summer's bird tweets, but have it be Haven. No. Oh my God.
You want me to just record Summer screaming and then superimpose Haven's scream?
No, like
Oh
just
my
like
gosh.
regular tweets, and it's just like a really quick like
Christ.
Okay, let's start reading.
Anyway,
All right,
let's read.
yeah, let's get to reading.
Yeah.
We're gonna be starting with Vriska and Karkat.
Oh, shit. Here we go again. That was... Okay, this is going to sound whatever. Preposterous. Nice reading me. Now I can... Whatever.
Better than
Given our last conversation, and I guess practically every conversation preceding it, and I'm probably going to have to do something completely disgusting like apologize. And even though I'll hate myself for it, I will totally mean it. I promise. Like, really, really mean it.
You're going to ask me to join your team, aren't you?
Yeah. How did you know?
I don't seem to have much choice now. Aradia kicked me off the good team.
Wow, that is great. Wait, sorry. No, wait. I don't have to apologize. That's right. You have no choice now. I apologize to myself for offering you a shitty, meaningless apology. Apology accepted, Karkat. Let's bury the Thresher with a totally platonic bro bulge bump. Bump!
You dork. Do you really think your usual pedantic clips are gonna bug me now?
I'm not trying to bug you. I'm trying to get you to join my damn team. Now step in line,
Circuit, that's her last name.
I was just betrayed and abandoned by my two accomplices and best pals, and on top of that, I am soaked in blood of my Lucius, which I just had to decapitate myself. So listening to a grabby asshole be all tickled with his own mediocre retorts isn't gonna spoil my evening.
Okay, well, sorry to hear about that. But I mean, you can just dump her carcass in the kernel and bring her back stronger than ever.
Wow.
good to know, I guess. Christ, man.
Now why don't you hop in the trap, wash that nasty blue shit off, and join our fucking session already?
What? So rude to dictate hygiene procedure to a lady under any circumstance, even for douchey loudmouths with delusions of leadership. Maybe you should try to think about the dumb things that fall out of your protein chute for once, Vantas.
Blah, blah, blah. Now my shit is doing a fucking stellar impression of something that doesn't give a shit.
Huh?
Wait,
Moving
why?
on.
Anyways,
Impeccable.
impeccable. I love it. Anyways, you know my blood's the prettiest, and you'd obviously kill to have it.
No, it sucks. Totally happy with mine. Nice try, though.
8?
BS.
BS. Oh.
Why is
Christ.
that?
Why would you hide behind your lame gray anomid and anonymity? Num 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 num
Anatomy.
anatomy? Then
Num 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 touch my
I think
body.
that's what it says.
you do realize everyone thinks that's totally lame, right?
It's nobody's business. I don't see why it should be a matter of public record. I almost said something else. I'm not going to wear that
Pubic
shit on my
record?
sleeve like you do. Literally and figuratively. It's private, so everyone can go point their probing busybody
Sniff nodes.
snip notes
He
up
means
their own
noses.
internal seed flaps.
What?
I hate reading big words.
I don't
Seed
think I want to know what that is.
I already know what
Vagina.
it means.
All right, keep
Hat
going.
rack, what the fuck? Anyways, fine. Like anyone really cares. It's just lame and insecure. So why don't you tell me what I've got to do here? I await instruction from my big shot, big all-blooded leader.
Now's your chance to be a big shot.
Be a big shot.
Be a big shot.
Okay, first things first. You've got to connect with Tavros quickly and get him in the session before he gets killed.
Ugh.
What?
Can't someone else do that?
No, why?
Ugh.
What's the big deal? Just do it!
But I hate that guy.
Who cares?
This is your command decision? Getting someone who hates a guy to save his life? Pretty weak, boss.
Why do you even hate him? It's fucking ridiculous. God damn it, voice crack. If anything, you should pity him, especially since you were the one who paralyzed him.
I know. I don't really understand it. It's just a really special kind of hate. It never goes away, and it doesn't make a lot of sense.
This is kind of a weird time to be confiding in me about your feelings of black romance, but okay.
Oh god. What?
I mean, if you're really implying Tavros is your chemist,
His mesis.
Kiss me, sis.
his nieces, I think you're bringing up the wrong frond nub. Both parties have to hate each other equally. I mean, like true hate. Maybe your feelings come somewhat close to fitting the bill, but I don't think he can hate anyone. It's weird. He's kind of broken in the head. Called
Fuck. What are you talking about?
I think this subject is beyond a lot of people's grasp, but I know a lot about it. Nobody ever really wants to talk to me about it, though.
Whoa. Really? Oh no, shit, really?
Okay,
Oh
most
god.
people.
He's being sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
Okay, most people who haven't had their lobe stem cauterized
Cauterized.
Cauterized.
are capable of feeling the two primary emotions, hate and pity. Pity is, of course, just the toned down version of the central emotion. Hate and all the nuisances of pity manifest as various other kinds of feelings like whatever chemical reactions trigger mating, fondness, or the mysterious forces that are beyond more
More religions.
religions. Thank you.
Hardcat. Holy fuck. So boring.
Well, a well-balanced person is going to have a good distribution between hate and the various pity humors. Having a good balance keeps all the emotions sharper. See, I think that's your problem.
Oh? I hope you know I already wore out some of my good note-taking pens today. All the pens. All of them.
See, my hate is like a finely tuned instrument because I am aware of these principles. I could hate a hole in paradox space itself straight through to a new reality, fresh for the hating.
Your reality.
You don't even know how much I'm laughing at this.
Sounds like he's describing Twitter. But see, you're too heavy on the hate side, or at least you pretend to be, which is maybe worse. Jeez, this thing is blurring on me.
Crispy McGee over here. You aren't
Crispy.
reading anything. You aren't reading anything I say, are you? You just want ooze with Quispy. You just Quispy. Bestie, chill out for
You
like 2
just want to
seconds.
talk and talk
Like I know
and
you're
talk.
happy to see me. You just want to talk and talk and talk.
Alright, I'm just gonna start reading until this stops being wispy on me. Oh, wispy. Alright. And you think you're hating up some... God damn.
Best.
Mark, what the hell?
It sounds like support.
I have no
Wasting
control
some-
over this.
I know, this is just wasting my goddamn time.
Okay, there
And
goes.
you think you're hitting up everyone hard when you're really just burning out that entire emotional hemisphere. It's like lukewarm hate, pretenders hate with no counterpoint at all. How am I losing breath this fast? As such, there's no real substance to your hate. It's like a cardboard movie prop, which
If
is
you
why
wanna,
your brain is broke.
if you want to save on your breath, you don't have to yell these lines.
I think that's just his
Well,
typing
guess what?
quirk.
Guess what? I don't give a shit. Which is why your brain is broken, kind of like Tavris, but on the opposite hemisphere, I guess. Or maybe your broken brain led to the imbalance in the first place. I don't know. Whatever the case is, you're kind of emotionally screwed. Sorry to say, your hate's too dull for a proper chemist, in my opinion. Chemist. And I don't see anyone chomping at the bit to be your Moirel, honestly. Honestly, unless there's someone out there who would actually bother pitying you and landing a mate spirit.
Mate sprit.
Mate spirit. Seriously, like that would even interest you. Basically, any feature of your emotional profile that usually makes someone viable in the red room department must be totally fried. Your black room potential is probably toast too. Hey, are you there?
Someone had said like what? What's up?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
before we go on, my computer entered power saving mode, and it's like pretty much impossible for me to like get it back on, so I had to restart my computer. Thankfully,
okay.
it turns on like that, so you guys don't have to wait. So anyway,
All right. Cool. Oh yeah. I started tuning you out. You done?
No way. I could go on. This is fascinating. Tell me how the fuck this isn't fascinating.
Did you learn this crap from your awful romance movies?
They're really intriguing. Sociologically. Incredibly complex, sophisticated stories you wouldn't get it.
You need to have
Yeah,
a really
so stop-
IQ. You need to have a really high IQ in order to understand Rick and Morty, Vriska.
God
This
damn it.
movie isn't stupid. You're stupid.
Yeah, so stop watching
essentially,
movies for girls.
What part of
Not-
intriguing sociologically don't you understand? Also, they're awesome. Shut up.
Alright, okay, man. Just let me connect to stupid boy dumb fuck so I don't have to listen to this anymore.
Yeah, okay. Wait, no. Oh, what? What? Oh, wait. I never even got to the damn point.
What is it now?
I didn't need you specifically to connect the Tabras. I mean, I could get any what?
Schlub.
Schlub to do that. You just have to get here. You just have to get in here ASAP because I really need your mind powers.
You do? I mean, obviously you do. Duh. What for?
I ran into someone here. A sort of double agent, I guess. His name is Jack.
Dun,
Ooh.
dun,
Oh, shit. Oh,
Heater,
shit.
$10. Give me heater.
I don't know why Carcat's reminding me of Michael from those Rage Quit videos.
Michael,
Oh my god, I see it!
Boss here.
Wait, where? Okay. Wait, where
Still me.
are we?
At the top.
He has some.
Oh shit. He has some. The fuck? Oh, good. It's muted. He has some inside information about his kingdom. He wants to work together with us to overthrow the Black Queen. So I said okay. And now I need your help.
Okay, I can try. What does he know?
He recently got hold of some intel regarding a weakness in the Queen's defenses. I don't know any more than that. But we've got to hurry and get started on this thing, or it could get kind of awkward.
Awkward? What do you mean?
I mean, he's just standing there now, waiting for me, I guess. But it's okay. I think he's pretty much settled down.
He's just standing there menacingly.
I mean, if you scroll back up and look at the picture, he definitely is.
Someone add like the JoJo Rumble kanji.
Is that standing?
Settle
emoji?
down?
Well, he stabbed me once.
Oh, only once. Are you sure you should trust him? I don't know if I would, but hey, I'm not the leader.
No, it's cool. He's cool. It's fine. I don't really mind the stabbing. It was all a misunderstanding. Well, okay, I'm pretty sure he meant to stab me. But I kind of think that's like the way he greets people.
This game is so stupid.
This is starting to make Tarkat sound like a masochist.
Mark?
No,
Markiplier?
he's just like Markiplier. He's not a masochist. He just wants to know how much his body can handle.
Yeah,
Acquiescence
pretty
job.
much. Oh, no, wait. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah,
Wanna
you
move
are
on?
absolutely right, and you should say it.
Alright. In any case, I think he's probably all stabbed out.
Woo! Oh man. Hey, since you're bleeding, I should ask Teresa what color your blood is.
Good luck with that. She can't see me or smell me or anything. I'm way out of my hive somewhere else on the planet.
Okay. Then I'll ask Jack.
No, Jack won't tell. I made him promise he wouldn't tell.
Damn it. Stupid, lousy, tight-lipped, stab-happy double agents. Doesn't Trollian have some kind of viewport feature?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure only Solix knows how to set that up. And he's been
Incommunicado.
incommunicado for hours for some reason. Anyway, that whole feature seems totally investive and largely pointless to me, so just forget it.
Yeah, okay. Here we are about to embark on an espionage mission. A spying tool sounds totally useless. Another great point, Captain.
Whatever. Just get your ass in here so we can dethrone this goddamn queen. It'll mean one less god boss we have to fight.
Fine, I'll be right there. Just try not to lose too much of your mystery blood and die.
Time to be Jack a few minutes ago. Look at this scrawny motherfucker.
Oh, God.
Like
almond cookie.
Built like a string bean.
We thought the same thing.
He's like a very short Huggy Wuggy.
Oh, no.
Oh, like almond cookie.
Just
I
noodle
could just swipe my leg under his legs and they would break.
I'm more so
They run
imagining.
the wrong way.
I'm more so
You like
imagining.
sneeze on him and he falls over.
Marcus
like he was
Duckett!
Mario. Super
Yeah,
Mario Dry Bones.
I was just trying to say that I could imagine me just going up to him and going,
And he would just
Kick him
like,
in the shin.
and he would just
blow
like,
away.
My kneecaps!
my kneecaps.
Anyway.
I love how we're just roasting Jack.
He deserves it.
Bald-headed ass bitch.
You find
could
the
play
kid you've been
tic-tac-toe on his
looking
forehead.
for. You
I
find the
like your
kid you've
cut,
been
G.
you find the kid you've been looking for. He's got a pretty sharp tongue and can't seem to keep it sheathed. He should learn up front you're no stranger to sharp objects yourself. He still won't shut up. He doesn't seem to care about the wound. He's just going on and on about the freakish color of his blood. He doesn't want you to look at it. Just look away, he says. You've got to admit, now you're curious.
Oh God.
You don't see what the big deal is. Nothing special. This kid's out of his mind. But he's still blubbering on and on about it. It seems he's the only one of his kind with this mutant candy red blood, an outcast. He thinks he was put on this planet covered in an ocean of his own blood to be taunted, punished for something. Saddest story you ever heard. Gotta do something to shut him up.
Can I taste the blood?
Oh.
No.
Lick your screen, just like Terezi.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my god.
He just witnessed trauma.
And now they're
Can't
blood
have her get in a
brothers.
CD.
Oh man.
Literally, that's how it
man.
works.
Be in cahoots with Jack. Heck.
Yeah.
Cahoots.
You and
Love
your
blush.
like-blooded accomplice soon put Operation Regisurp into motion, a contingency plan which the Archagent conveniently had on file and named himself. If it were drafted by a legitimate contingency firm, it would that's a hard word to pronounce.
Ostensibly.
Ostensibly.
Have been given a better title. Your whole team executes the plan along the
Even
course
his
of
long
its journey,
words.
employing espionage, mind control tactics, political sabotage, vicious interrogations, and cold-blooded assassinations. Everyone does their part, and you begin to learn the true meaning of teamwork, as well as this troll disease called friendship. But before a single step is taken, Jack briefs you on the intelligence uncovered by one of his agents. It is an advantage over the Queen you will seize upon while she has let her guard down. With each prototyping by the player, the royalty of both sides would evolve. The Queen with her ring of orbs 12-fold would first take on the claws and rigid carapace of your Lucis, and then the wings and scales of Terezi's young dragon, and then the horns and gills and cloven hooves of Gamzee's fallen custodian, and so it would continue. Though a queen is a vain creature, she is also sworn to her duty. She would be braced for the heavy load of augmentation ahead. She could certainly withstand the 8 eyes of an arachnid. The fairy wings might at worst be frivolous, and the great bull horns could even be regarded as striking additions. For that matter, the sultry lips of a mother grub might very plausibly suit her. She perhaps would wear a brave face even behind a dignified mustache, and the centauring of her lower torso could transpire without much complaint. She would dutifully indulge a lactating udder from Equiuses.
Good God.
And when all was said and done, doubling her head count would surely be insult to 11-fold injury, but nothing she hadn't essentially endured already, all in the name of her kingdom. But she would spare herself all of these additional debasements, because before the rest came, there would be one corruption to her figure she could not abide. Her vanity wouldn't allow it. She could not stand bearing the visage of the most loathsome creature known to existence. It's a frog.
Kermit.
So vile is its appearance, so contemptible is its purpose, all depictions of the creature, let alone members of its population, are permanently banned from any jurisdiction in the reach of her agents. Those of its kind go by many names, and so does the reviled patron god they herald. The Great Detestation, King Pond Squatter, Speaker of the Vast Joke, or most commonly, Bilious Slick. His true name is, of course, forbidden, and wearing his face is where she drew the line. She removed the ring and concealed it in the royal vault while she was quite sure no one was looking. She then retired to her private chamber from which she would dispatch orders, no one the wiser of her disadvantage. Or so she thought. Red Team, execute Operation Red Usurp. The operation in time would be a total success. The banished quasi-royal would make the future Alternian wasteland her home. Until she was given a new purpose.
Oh,
Boy,
God,
that
him.
happened fast.
Yeah, Doc Scratch just showed up and was like, I have a proposition for you. But at the onset, you would know nothing of the Queen's aversion to an amphibious likeness, or about her orb's 12-fold, or any such details. You were informed of her disadvantage and would act accordingly. You and your red teammates would work to dethrone the Queen in your session, while the blue team members would take on the entirely separate set of royal adversaries in their own session. This was to be a competition after all, or so you thought. You would begin to notice a strange pattern. The blue team's prototypings would affect the mutations of your session's underlings. And your prototypings would affect theirs. I like this panel. This is a cool panel.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Cool.
Hello.
Though the signs pointed to two distinct sessions, two sets of mystic ruins, two opposing teams, two separate chains of connected players, this was all misleading. You were joining a particularly unusual
Bifurcated.
Bifurcated session.
See?
Meant from the start to receive all 12 players through two separate connection chains. A session with one Skya about which 12 planets would circle. With one army of dark and one of light. With one pair of kings and one pair of queens. And with one cantankerous archagent and his typical disdain for authority. It wouldn't be until later in the session when the full chain was nearly closed that you would realize the truth. The truth was, it had always been the same session all along, that your teams were not competing but cooperating toward a common goal.
They appear.
Dun, dun,
In the more drawn-out form of this adventure's narrative, figuring this out would have been a huge deal. We would have been completely blown away by this stunning revelation. Wow, same session all along. Really? Huh. But since we've decided to engage this epic in shorthand, you feel you must insist that we continue with this expository interlude. It would turn out the arrangement of the planets looked like this, rather. Bifurcated from each other, each team appearing to comprise a distinct chain in a distinct session without the luxury of the complete picture we see here. It appeared that way until it was time to link the two chains, completing the circuit of 12 and uniting the teams. For these final two links, Skya had a plan, as it did with the order of every preceding link, and as it did with the paradoxical seating of its own players on the surface of the planet it would later devastate to buy itself time. Its plan was as inescapable as all others, as inevitable as the reckoning it would ultimately face. The Mobius double reach around. After watching the phrases Mobius double and reach around toggle for a few minutes while in a sort of stupor, you finally snap out of it. Your attention drifts towards these two symbols. You would try to be these mysterious characters, but you suspect you would fail, so you don't bother. They're way too mysterious for you to be them yet. Seriously, what's up with these guys? Do they live underwater or something? What's their deal? We'll learn all about them a little later.
One of them's my wife.
For that matter, what about this young lady? What is her deal? We'll probably find out about her later, too. It will probably be quite some time before you get to be her. It could very well be pages and pages and pages, and pages and pages and pages. Seriously, it could take forever. Your name is Kanaya Miriam. You are one of
Me.
the few of your kind who can withstand the blistering Alternian sun,
No,
and
true.
perhaps the only one who enjoys the feel of its rays. As such, you are one of the few of your kind who have taken a shining to landscaping. You have cultivated a lush oasis around your hive, and in particular, you have honed your craft through the art of topiary, sculpting your trees to match the puffy oracles from your dreams. You have embraced the tool of this trade, which conveniently is the weapon of choice for those who would hunt the heinous broods of the undead, which crawl from the sand at sunrise to feast on the light and the living. It would be convenient if you actually hunted them, but it is, of course, far too dangerous, every bit as suicidal as attempting to poach the terrible muscle beasts who roam at night. So you indulge in your bright fascination with the grim through literature. Just before the sun goes down and you join your flora in rest, you immerse yourself in tales of rainbow drinkers and shadow droppers and forbidden passion. You are one of the few of your kind with jade green blood. As such, you are one of the few who could be selected and raised by a virgin mother grub, an event so rare as to elude documented precedent. She would defend you from desert threats, and though her life would be short, in time you would assure her of progeny. You are one of the few of your kind whose affection for the aesthetic strongly overpowers instinctive regard for the utilitarian. As such, you are one of the few of your kind who has developed a zeal for fashion and design and lively, colorful patterns. Rarity, is that you? You decorate your hive with flora and fabric as delicately or aggressively as inspiration demands. You are a seamstress, or a rag ripper, or a tree trimmer, or a lumberjack, whichever you prefer to be, and your unique hive is equipped with a great supply of advanced technology to accommodate your interests. The technology and indeed the hive itself were all recovered from the ruins nearby when you were very young. The seed of your hive was deployed on the volcanic rocks beneath the sand with the assistance of your Lucis and her remarkable burrowing skills, and you have lived there happily together since. You know the ruins and the hive, and everything here that is not sand and rock originated from the world of your dreams. You also know that one day you will visit this world while you are awake. That day is today. Your troll tag is Grim Auxiliatrix, and you tend to enunciate each word you speak very clearly and carefully. What will you do? Equip the chainsaw. What chainsaw?
Yeah.
You are quite sure there's no chainsaw leaning on that bookshelf. There is, however, a tube of lipstick on the floor. Fine. Equip that then. Alright, let's settle down. No need to get hysterical. Oh, there goes your wardrobe afire again. Never a dull moment in fashion when the randomized cycle is on.
He does suit the color red, though.
She
Kind of like my sauna.
Apply the
Yeah.
lipstick. You can choose between your trademark jade or black, even though a troll's lips are naturally black. But they can always be blacker, and a lady with a true sense of style knows this. In any case, you think you'll mix things up and go with green for a while. Answer CC.
Hey!
Zii! It's
Let's
them.
go! My wife! My wife!
Don't say her name yet.
Hello! Oh.
Hey.
Kanaya!
By the way, that the little parentheses is like a little H.
I see. Okay. Kanaya! Hi! Let me prepare myself. Glub, 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 glub. I love
You seem more excited than usual, or less. I can't tell. Help me tell without saying glub.
Look who just
Lizzie's here!
Ah, the
Hi,
newcomer has
You just
arrived.
came into the best part. The
Yeah.
wife is here.
What did I miss, guys?
my
Um,
wife. This is my.
You basically all that you missed is that Jack Noir has joined the trolls. He is this session's version of Spade Slick.
Pretty much.
Oh.
Also,
Okay.
for the sake of the audience, everybody, this is Galaxy. They have been reading Homestuck these past few weeks by themselves in order to catch up to us because they have been very eager to join us on these streams. So, new friend,
Yeah.
Galaxy, use they, them, and he, him when referring to Galaxy, please.
Yeah.
Shit's about to get fucking whack real quick.
Yeah. Okay,
All right.
let's go.
With all that
So-
out of the way, let's resume here.
I'm going to
Alright.
type. I'm going to type this face now. Even though no one knows how to make a mouth do a question mark shape like that.
Sorry, I can't really control the gloves.
Yes, you can, but that's fine. You can go glub to the content of your collapsing and expanding bladder-based aquatic vascular system, if that means you are excited about something. There is a moment in my life where I did not expect me to read that sentence, and then I did. That's just like a majority of Homestuck, to be honest.
That's very true. That's a majority of Homestuck.
I'm
That's
still
true.
confused on everything. I'm like the spinning fish meme. Just here.
That's
All right.
also this character here.
All right, could you read this line again, please, Cath?
Absolutely.
Okay, why?
Everything we're about to do next is exciting. It's always exciting. I am excited. Choo!
It looks like one of your letters got away from you.
Yeah, I really launched that one.
You forked an innocent D loitering over there by the shout pole minding its own business.
Glub. Hey, being stupid for a minute.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just worked up about this game. It'll be great. I've been waiting a long time to get started. We all have.
I thought so. I have been cloaked in a mood of perpetual anticipation for some time as well.
Oh, we should compare notes, even though I'm already on different teams.
Well, not really.
Really? See, this is why we should be comparing notes.
What notes would you like to submit for comparison?
Well, I am going to I'm going to join my team pretty late. I think I have to. I will need to connect after my goofball Moirel does so I can keep my goggles on. His nefarious escapades. It's a tough job, but it's important. Everyone has an important job to do.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you're doing too? Joining late to keep an eye on yours?
I don't know for a fact that she is mine.
You're not supposed to know that for a fact, dummy. You just do what you think is right, and even if you were wrong, the worst that happened was you helped somebody and helped the whole world too.
I know, but what if I don't really want her to be that?
Thanks, Daddy. Glub, 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 shrug.
Yeah, glub glub shrug is the right attitude, I think. Our minds are already made up anyway, aren't they?
Yes, probably. Your clouds tell you everything, so what do you even have to worry about?
They don't tell me everything, just as I am sure she doesn't whisper everything to you.
Oh, that's true. Oh, it sucks. Oh, no. Ah, shucks. Now I'm going to get sad. She'll be gone soon. Though I guess it will be a relief not to have to worry about keeping her voice down anymore.
I wonder if any other kid on the planet that has many burdens in the fire is you. I doubt it.
They aren't burdens. Okay, I guess they are. But I love them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. This is why I'm here. On that note, I think I'm going to go say goodbye to her. Maybe you should too, while you have the chance. Even though I'll see her again soon, which still seems kind of strange to me. But that's why it's also exciting. Kanaya, Bye! My wife! My
Wait.
wife!
Wait, who's that? Who is that one speaking?
We haven't
Percy.
technically met her yet, so I'm not going to say.
Never mind then.
Oh.
Kanaya, check on Lucis. You had nearly forgotten. Today her time would come. Maybe you should be there in her final moment. But then, it isn't exactly final, is it? Death is pretty confusing without the finality.
Wait, what's going on?
You know how earlier, it seemed like everybody's Lucises were starting to die?
Yeah?
That's continuing.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
wow.
too late. You'd better change into your work clothes. No point in getting a good dress dirty. Go downstairs. She brought you this far. Now to live up to your end of the bargain.
Oh.
Kanaya, operate.
Wait, what?
Oh god.
Oh, shit!
Whee!
Call that a C-section, baby!
Splorch!
Oh, God, ew.
I gotta
God,
admit,
can I
though,
have
that is a very pretty color. I like that color.
Very pretty color.
Pretty
Okay,
slimy.
yeah, true.
Oh god, what the?
Oh, ew!
If you're
Very
wondering,
sexy.
Ball.
if you're wondering what that ball is that she just fished out, that's basically the tool that's going to allow her to be able to make sure that the troll race continues to be able to exist. Like, they're gonna be able to have kids in the future as long as they have that thing.
Make
Oh.
some
Mutate
babies.
grub ball.
I just hope nothing bad happens to it.
Kanaya, capture log that thing. You secure the matriorb through your chastity modus, safe and sound.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Huh?
What
You
did I
will
just miss?
Kanaya's Lucis died, and she got like a body part out of it that's going to make sure that the troll race is going to be able to reproduce in the future.
So,
Got a baby.
okay.
You will
Excuse
serendipitously.
you, Jesus!
Thus, why
It's
is
about
it
time
every time? Yeah, why is it every single time we do a stream, somebody burps directly into their mic?
I try not to.
I'm still waiting for the day for Haven to rip ass into the mic.
That's gonna happen very soon.
Please don't. Please don't.
I will. Don't make it come sooner.
Don't make it come sooner.
Anyway,
Okay, that's
you will serendipitously discover the key to unlock this card when and only when you are ready to use this item and not a moment before. Look at this mess. All this blood and sunlight is stirring bright feelings within. You often fantasize about being a true rainbow drinker from your literature. It would be a life of darting between the shadows, of persecution and being misunderstood, and of romance. You would drink heavily from its multicolored well, and the hemospectrum would be your wine list preceding the great feast of passion. Surely it couldn't hurt, while no one is looking. Just a taste.
Wait, question. What's a rainbow drinker?
It's basically a vampire.
Yeah, the troll equivalent of a vampire. Just a taste. Blah!
Ooh. Grody.
Crunchy.
If anybody wants to screenshot this face, now's your time.
Got it. I got it.
Thank
Kanaya.
you, comrade.
Kanaya,
You're welcome, comrade.
metal with Moirail.
What?
I just wanted you to know. Stream got a little crispy for a moment. I just
Can you
wanted
not say...
to
Can you, not
Shut.
say that word, please?
Okay.
crispy.
Stop! Actually, stop. It's not... I'm getting bad jitters from that word.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Just wanted to know, is your Lucius dead yet?
You then proceed to... I was drinking something and I went the wrong way.
Oh! Down the wrong pipe, as it were.
Okay,
That
I think I'm good. I think I'm good now. You then proceed to have the rest of this conversation we already read. Bugging and fussing and meddling through the special and magical union one can only describe as being in more religiance with another. At least, you guess that's how you would describe it. Maybe. Troll romance is sure confusing.
No kidding.
You will put her out of your mind for a while. It should be hours before you have to connect with her anyway. Might as well pack this thing up and head inside. Oh, what now? What could this guy want? It never ends. Alright, who did we have as, Aridin?
It was Shikki.
Shikki!
Your son!
Shikki, are you asleep?
Oh my fucking
up.
god. Can I
Not
temporarily...
again.
Oh, Jesus. I'm going to have to temporarily take over.
Wait,
Good god.
wait,
Why
who's
don't we let
speaking?
do it?
I'll be Kanaya for you if you want.
No. I can read both. Unless
All right,
somebody
then.
else
Take it, wake the fuck up.
Wait.
unless somebody else wants to really read Equius.
This isn't
This
Equius,
isn't
this is...
Aridin?
This is Aridin.
Yes.
Or as I call him.
I'm gaslighting here. Shut up.
In this case, this is
Hello?
the whore,
Fishman.
fish whore.
Equius is
man.
the whore.
I still
Yeah,
want to at least
Equius
voice
is a
someone.
whore.
Anyway.
I just want to voice someone at least.
Yeah, why don't we let Z do it?
Okay, Z.
Alright, sure, yeah.
I like to
So-
imagine his voice as like posh, hoity-toity, uptight.
Maybe
That's how I like to
British.
imagine this character. Very British.
I'll try my best.
Just do a British accent.
British?
Is good enough.
This is alright.
Okay, just let me try to gain confidence reading it.
You got this.
Okay.
I believe in
Thanks.
you.
Can make her talk to me through something.
Who?
You know, good convince fucking backstabbing girl crush. That's who.
Overstating our relationship won't make me feel very cooperative. It's paler red than that, okay?
That is fucking laugh, and you know it's everyone does. So help me out. Tell her to talk to me. I think she blocked me. You got to.
Why do I got to? I don't got to. And every time you take my help for granted, I feel like I've got to a little less.
Whatever. You're so to the village two-wheel device when it comes to how do you pronounce this? Auspicing, thank you. You can't let a grudge go by you want stick your busy stem betwixt so you get with the program, fussy fangs.
If your slander weren't so predictable, I'd block you too for saying that. Has it occurred to you that she may have blocked you because you are very overbearing? I just said that aloud now in your silly accent and had a private moment of enjoyment.
Who gives a shit why she blocked me or about my fucking manners? What? Come on, you've got a way with her. I figured if you're going to just say, oh fuck it, any two friend suckers who sneer at each other a funny
I'm
way,
back.
you might as
What the fuck?
well make what?
Hello, I'm there. What the fuck?
Oh, there you are. Where
What
did you
took
go?
you so,
Oh, maybe I need to. No, did the stream just like completely exit for anybody else, or am I tripping balls?
No.
I'm good.
No?
Okay,
That happened.
Shikki,
Alright.
it's your son.
Yeah, Shikki, this is your character.
Where are we?
We're right about here.
Just do hoity-toity British accent.
Hoity-toity.
We'll make fun of him.
We will.
Well, whatever.
He deserves it.
Aye.
Yeah, he just
Pretty much what Mark did.
What?
Oh fuck, it's gonna be bad. Okay.
It's fine.
I did worse. You did good.
Just read!
Alright, if he's like,
Read. I think. Shut up.
Shut
What the
up.
fuck?
Yes.
What was that?
What was that?
Just read.
What?
Continue. Let's continue.
I'm trying to.
Read the
I figured if you're going to auspicious with any of two brain suckers who sneer.
Huh?
What?
Are you having a stroke?
I'm in
You
charge of
have been
the
trying
here.
to read this line for like a solid minute.
Alright, fine. If no one else is here to cooperate, I might as well. I figure if you're going to ospitize any two brine suckers who sneer at each other a funny way, you might as well make it official and be ours, right? Your blood solicitation just seems really indecent. What do you want from her anyway? She made me something per a prior arrangement. She will deliver when we meet in this game, but I don't know what the logistics are yet. I'm trying to... What the fuck is that word?
I don't know.
Connoiter.
I'm...
Loiter.
Connoiter.
Dominate.
Noit. Noi. Anyway, I'm trying to connoiter with her, but she's blowing me off again. Fickle, dirt-scraping land bag. What is it?
Hag.
Land hag. Land bag, bag of dirt, same difference, whatever. Shut up. What is it? Stupid. What do you think? It's a fucking gizmo to blow up the world or something. Okay, well, not that obviously, but something that'll kill all land dwellers. Well, what else would I be after? Can you, just a moment, entertain the thoughts of one untouched megalomaniacal derangement, and tell me why I want to assist you with that? Well, I'm not going to very well kill you, am I? That would be that would that would be fucking unconscionable. What is that word?
You got it.
Inconceivable.
Unconscionable.
Oh, memorized.
Unconsionable, maybe?
Unconscionable.
Unconscionable?
That would...
Unconscionable.
Unconceivable. Take two. I'm not going to very well kill you, am I? That would be fucking unconceivable. What kind of friend would I be? Also, speculate for a moment that self-preservation might not be what would sway my decision. Yeah, go ahead, kiss us off, but there'll be blood on your hands. You can either play along as our hospitice and do a little mediating like you were fucking hatched to, or watch me and she devolve into fucking full-fledged kismeses, the kind you don't get once in 10,000 sweeps. You know that's what it would be there. Would be a rainbow rivers running through star sims and all
Nebulizing.
nebulizing like liquid fireworks. It will be beautiful and heartbreaking all at once. You should read up on your history instead of pouring through that god-awful sunny rubbish. It's really just ludicrous listening.
Laborious.
And laborious, too. I'm sorry. None of it matters. Yeah, it does. It's important. Sorry, but the fate of the race and purity of the bloodline is important. Excuse me for being concerned. I know, but you should really know why by now. The world will end tonight regardless. Land and sea dwellers alike will die because of the game you're about to play. And I agree, the fate of the race is important, but it's in my hands now. All of ours, really. Well, Well, okay.
Again.
Shut up. Huh. Well, okay. Really. Ordinarily, I call bullshit on terrible, stinking BS like that. Can you please get murdered on a different road? I'm trying to read!
No, just keep reading it.
There are fucking sirens going on in the background. It's pissing me off.
That's sexy.
Oh,
Siren head.
you beat me.
Roxas, I swear.
You're fine. No one can really hear the sirens.
You fucking dickwad! You made me spit out my coke!
Oh,
Yes. Hold on. I'm writing that down.
Bruh.
Oh god.
Bruh.
You said cough instead of coke.
Fucking god.
Anyways.
It is Wednesday, my dudes, I guess.
I'm so confused.
Stress noises.
And this galaxy is what these calls are like on a regular basis.
Yep. I feel like I went through a crazier one.
Anyway.
Maybe, probably.
Quit talking, imbeciles. I'm reading. Ordinarily, I call bullshit on terrible, stinking BS like that, but I know you don't really lie about stuff, unless it's to yourself. But that's why I even bother talking to you. I wouldn't even be here saying of this otherwise. So why did your clouds tell you that? The doomsday scenario in particular. No, not exactly.
What the?
Galaxy?
Wait, what?
There's a thing playing in the background and it's tripping me up.
Oh, sorry.
Like the sirens.
You're okay.
Fine.
I got... Shut your face, land dweller. I got clouds and they don't tell me shit. They hide nothing but misfortune and monstrosities. Fucking pain in the ass, fucking clouds. So how do you know then? I have another source. Okay, well, are you jacked tight the fuck into this thing in so many ways? I don't even know what to say anymore. Whatever. We will just play and find out, I guess. So can you tell her to talk to me anyway? No. God damn it! She and me were teammates. That is spoilers. She and me are teammates, and we've got to have a... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of W's. Have a pow wow or something. You aren't actually on the same team. Fuck. Fine. I guess I'll step off. You don't want to be our auspicize because you don't want to get us locked into that sort of relation with her, and I can respect that. No.
Can you though?
I'm lying. But anyway. I'm too fabulous for this. No, that's not it. Yeah, it is. Your real feeling runs pretty awful, Rudy. Me thinks
Ruddy.
everybody.
Ruddy,
Oh,
like
ruddy.
bright red.
Oh, yeah, it's your real feeling runs pretty awful ruddy, methinks. Everybody knows, especially that ass-blood Carcat. He and me have you so pegged about that, it's upright silly. But it's cool. It's totally fine. Don't worry. I'll leave you alone and give you a shot. It's unbelievable. Her patience. Well, what? Well, wait. Who? Never mind. Okay, well, wait, did she talk to you today? Well, what did she say? Or glub? Or whatever? Something about longing to touch you in... Something about
Indiscreet.
touching... Something about fucking jacking you off. What?
Yeah. That's literally what that means.
What? I literally come back
Wait, what?
to somebody jacking somebody off.
Kanaya! Kanaya!
Who just laughed like Senor Pello?
What do you think?
You guys are. I don't know. What am I gonna do with you guys?
Nothing.
Fine.
Something
Crying.
about longing to touch you indiscreetly. What? And she's
That's so
basically
sad.
in the scarlet throes for you, as deep in the flushed quadrant as one can be. Wait, did she actually say that? In confidence? To the letter. Can you copy exactly what she said? Absolutely not. This is bullshit! Why are you BSing me in some way awful? You don't lie, but you do tease, and I'll transfuse my kick-ass royal blood, which incontinent muscle beasts discharge, if I won't know when I'm getting hooked. Yeah, she's just a concerned Moirail, looking out for you. That's all. Aw, fuck. See, I'm telling you, you've got to play your cards right. What do you mean? If you're not savvy about how you define yourself to people, you can just splash into the Moirail zone before you know, which is always upward. Oh. And it's hard.
Keep reading.
3 lines.
Literally look at the future lines.
Not a phase, Lucis. You wouldn't understand.
Being a kid is and growing up is hard, and nobody
Everything's
understands.
What? We wish we could turn back time to the good old days when our Lucius sang.
Can I return to room?
When I Lucius sang us to sleep, but now
Can I return to
Mark,
room?
click it. Take us away.
Take us away.
What?
Take me away.
Wait, hold on. Oh,
I think we all need to focus a little bit more on
yeah.
reading.
Yeah.
I'll just.
Kanaya,
the one who
return
broke
to
out into
room.
song.
There is a lot to do before you enter. There will be a lot of people to talk to and help along the way. No, not meddle with or mediate. Help, damn it. You are very helpful. You have a lot of inside information on what you and your co-players are about to face. You are jacked tight the fuck into this thing in so many ways we don't know what to say anymore. And it's not just cloud visions either. You have another source. Consult source.
Oh boy.
That'd
Okay.
be interesting.
Oh boy.
Gee,
Do we all remember this?
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder what the RL stands for. I wonder.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Wait, what did I miss?
I don't know.
It's Roxy Lalone's info
not-
guide.
Not Roxy, Rose.
Rose, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
Wait,
In one
what was that?
In one dream, the clouds pointed you to the address of a server hidden in an obscure pocket of a realm unknowable to mortals. It contains a journal written by a young member of an alien species. She's documented her experiences playing the game you are about to play. You can only assume this took place a long time ago. This race is likely ancient, preceding yours by millions of sweeps, maybe billions. You like to try to imagine the adventures of these players. Were they successful in repopulating their race? Did they manage to protect their matriorb and hatch a new mother grub? Could they hold it together, or were they torn apart by the complex social dynamics, the matespertships and moraligences and auspicisms and kismesitudes that will surely plague your group along the way? You have little doubt they succeeded with flying colors. This is what she imagines Rose looks like, by the way.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, wow. She looks really cool.
You have little doubt their victory was because of their leader, a great heroine, the Tentacle Therapist. From what she recorded, it seems the group had very little knowledge of what they were getting into, and yet they appeared to have been the only of their kind to have risen to the challenge in a session stacked heavily against them. You are convinced her leadership was the difference. It would be nice to have the chance to talk to her. Alas, she's likely been dead for millennia. Only the incomplete record of a long-forgotten quest remains. On the other hand, if you were to discover her quest ended in failure, it might be somewhat disillusioning, but that thought never crossed your mind. Tavros, enter. Having narrowly dodged obliteration, you take your place as the Page of Breath in the land of sand and zephyr. And in time...
Tavros! Go outside and look what I built for you. You are going to flip!
Okay. Boing.
How about I voice Tavros since you're doing so much, Mark?
Yeah, okay.
I think this is probably meant to antagonize me.
What are you talking about? Look at my beautiful building. Don't you think it's about time someone got a little creative with this game?
Maybe.
Everyone wants to do things the boring way. And didn't we make a truce, Tavros? That you would try to be less boring from now on? You don't want to break that truce with me, do you, Tavros?
No.
Great. Now get climbing.
Please don't read this as a boring thing, I hope. But it's physically impossible to do that, mostly.
Man, I knew it. Taurus Snooze is back in action.
Why don't you, in like a not boring way, build a more inclined surfaces like you did over there? Maybe you could color them with fun colors so that you won't think they're boring and get angry at me some more.
I built that ramp because we were in a hurry to save your life, remember? A dead Tavros is even more boring than an alive and crippled Tavros by a slim margin. My stair structure is lovely and I'm not changing it. Now hop out of your wheel device and get climbing.
Ableist piece of shit.
Climbing?
Wow.
Or crawling. Whatever. Stop being so helpless. It's pathetic.
It will take a long time.
What's the rush? You're in the game, safe and sound. Look at the sky. Do you see any meteors? I sure don't.
But there are imps around, and I'll be sort of defenseless, lying down on stairs.
You did not just use that excuse. We both know you could commune with these things. Hey, did you physically command them to carry you up? Oh my god, that is a great idea. Once again, leave it to Vriska to come with the creative solutions.
I wouldn't really want to make them do that. I just don't understand why we can't do this the easy way.
What good would that do you? Whatever the purpose of this game is, it makes you work hard for it. That way, you can become stronger along the way and you are better prepared for whatever's next. Remember when we used to frolic together? Ooh. It was the exact same principle, and that's where you always outmatched. You were too soft and not well prepared. Nothing comes easy, Tavros. This is why we go through the trials and the brooding caverns when we were young. To make sure we are strong when we come out. Do you remember the trials, Tavros?
Not very well, no.
Well, I do. They were a bitch. But now that I think about it, it would make perfect sense if your trials were really easy by some mistake. That is why you're such a sloggy phlegm sponge. Ooh, Quiz. Oh, Jesus. And why you got picked by such a why you got picked by such a sad, frail little Lucis.
Don't say that.
But that's okay. It probably wasn't your fault. Just a bad break. You're lucky you have me as a server player, so I can challenge you and help you get strong. Now hop out of that seat and get climbing. I will deliver the device as soon as you're at the top. Climb, pop up, climb!
Pupa, like pupa pants.
Whoops. Ah. Whoops.
Maybe I should ask Tinkerbull about this. He's really smart now that he can talk.
No! You don't need help from your lame bull fairy. He's only holding you back.
He's my friend.
God, pathetic. This is getting frustrating. Why do I have to get stuck with this useless bastard? Just my luck. Do you have any idea how inconvenient this is? Do you have any sympathy for what I'm dealing with here? God, you're so inconsiderate. You just sit here looking smug. So infuriating to look at you. You haven't even thanked me, or apologized for that matter. Thanks, Vriska, for saving my life. Sure was brave and heroic and pretty of you. And, I'm sorry from the bottom of my nook. Seriously, how hard would that have been?
Okay. Thanks, I guess. But sorry for what?
For being useless! For being useless shit, you ass!
You want me to apologize for being paralyzed?
Oh god, I can't believe I'm saying this. Yes. Say you're sorry.
I don't mean to be rude or boring, but that's ridiculous given, the circumstances.
Bullshit! It's something called basic decency and civility, you fudge-blood boar. Now get on your useless wobbly knees and apologize.
No, I don't want to.
Ugh.
Holy crap, man.
My
Wow.
Oh no.
Apologize, pupa! Apologize! Say you're sorry for being such a useless shit! Whee! Ugh.
Even the imp in
I
the
like
How
shit.
horrifying.
even the troll. He's
Poor
so scared.
Tavros.
Oh my
yeah, even the imp is
Christ.
like
This is fucked.
Damn, she
Jesus,
mean.
man.
Now she's done it. She has awoken the mighty inner fury that is Rufio. But unfortunately,
cut off,
Rufio
like,
is not
3
real. He's imaginary, a fake, like a made-up friend the way fairies are. You continue to be sad and alone. Vriska.
Oh god!
Mark.
It's so fucking cruel.
When you said that, it cut off like 3 times. So it was just like
Rufio.
Yeah, that was the voice of Zuko.
Oh,
Yeah!
Dave Bosco.
It's very sexy.
Oh, Dante.
Oh.
she just got nudged with a
Hey.
toilet.
Hey, what's your deal? Shouldn't you be helping me out of this jam instead of fussing with my plumbing?
Just presenting a floating reminder that Tavros will need plenty of inclined surfaces for his ascent.
That's silly. I made so many ramps, you wouldn't even believe it. Excuse me. I specifically decided I want to build something ugly and boring. And now it is the land of ramps and yawns.
He's reported otherwise.
Oh, that lousy snitch. Maybe I should take his computer away so he can't go crying to Fussy Fangs anymore.
Maybe I should append this load gaper over your head.
No, don't!
I will not fucking hesitate. I'm still learning the interface. I'm still learning the interface. It could happen accidentally at any moment.
I'm only trying to help him.
Think of another way to help.
Fine. I'll do something nice. I have an idea. I'll be right back. And for the record, I was going to do this anyway. I was just trying to make him a better player first.
Okay.
In the meantime, how about I serve my client player the way I think is best? You think you can do the same for yours?
I thought I was.
Load gaper.
Whee!
Well, you drop a huge load into the toilet. And it's always escaping.
That is one
gaping
way
with its
that.
mouth open, ready for your poop.
Stop. Okay, you're done.
You're
Okay.
done.
Ugh.
You're done.
We're done.
You make
You're done.
you make
Look
your
at all
way
that
down to
treasure.
one of your innumerable loot strongholds, where you stash riches and gold and jewels and prizes plundered during your campaigns. There they are, your rocket boots. You must confess you will find favor with just about any kind of footwear as long as it is bright red. You would wear these striking boots even if they were broken pieces of junk. But as it happens, they work just fine, and they are awesome.
Yeah.
Oh. Quit cleaning up after me. You're so ridiculous.
Look, she's sorted into the little piles.
Shaking the ball.
We.
Pishoo!
Boing. Tavros,
Send it to
alchemize.
Tavros.
Now,
And make
Hey!
Oh my god.
now he has a rocket-powered thing.
He's in a race car.
Yay!
Oh my god.
Fly!
Fly, you fat bastard.
And again,
It looks like one of those coin rides.
It
It does.
Oh my god!
Man, I want to go to Elitch's next summer.
and again, in time, Tavros lead fearsome entourage into ruins.
Commune!
Moon.
Tavros
Look,
confer
they're
with teammate.
Solving a puzzle. Yes! Another piece fits. We are making some strict progress on this puzzle.
Cool, I guess.
So, where do you think is the next one?
I don't know. Probably buried in the stupid sand somewhere like all the others.
Okay, that's mostly what I was thinking too, but it suddenly doesn't sound like you think the puzzle is cool.
Ah, that puzzles suck. All these puzzles suck. If I have to help you put one more dumb slab of boring rock into another stupid wall indentation, I'm gonna put an indentation in my desk with my face.
But it looks like a frog, and that's kind of fun.
These puzzles are for wigglers. I solved way better puzzles than this in my heyday as Mindfang. Oh, look at the ruins. Oh, look, another mysterious recess in the wall. I wonder if something fits in there. It probably just opens a secret passage to more wall indentations. I'm so over this puzzle.
But they are necessary to solve, aren't they? To find new magic artifacts and things, and learn more about the lore of this land?
Tavros, let me let you in on a little secret about the lore of your land. It's boring! The minds of your consorts are very the mind of your consorts are very soft and impressionable. As easily manipulated as all those imps you've been bossing around. I have picked apart their tiny little lizard brains and seen through all the smoke and mirrors of their riddles. I have gotten to the truth there, guarding. Words. The great big mystery behind this planet. And you know what it is, Tavros?
No.
It's bullshit. Meaningless, boring, fanciful bullshit. Wrapped up in flowery poems. Flowery poems to keep you guessing. It all leads to one thing anyway, and that's what we should put our attention on. Real gamers cut to the chase. They power through all the nonsense and go for the gold. They cheat, Tavros. It's time you learn to start cheating.
I thought I kind of was cheating by making friends with monsters.
Well, that's a good start. You're bending the rules and getting stuff done. Okay, I will admit, I am fairly impressed with your progress so far, even though you still probably haven't killed a single enemy. No, don't bother. I know you haven't. But maybe that's okay. Maybe it's just your style, and your real strength is surrounding yourself with allies who are much stronger than you. Like me. I'm sure there's more than one way up the Echo ladder. In your case, probably the one way is to roll gently up the Echo ramp. Echo ramp. Wow. The path of the invalid.
Yeah, I agree.
It's late. But I think
Don't-
it's time to stop fucking around. I'm not gonna fall asleep. Not yet. You need to be challenged more. I've been designing a quest for you that should test your true limits.
Oh, is that what you were doing all this time?
Yes.
I mean, not that I don't appreciate it, but don't you have your own quest to do?
Yeah, well, after she got me in the game, Kanaya left me in a lurch. Probably because she's dealing with her own crisis now. Which is just as well. Because I wouldn't. Oh, wow. Hussington McGee, please. Because I was starting to get nannied hard. You didn't even believe it. Oh my god.
Nannied?
So I had some time to kill. So I drew you a map.
Whoa.
Here, take a look. It marks what will be your new destination, where you will find the ultimate challenge.
Look at the map.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
I'm the map.
Look at that little Tavros there.
He's 5.
Oh my gosh.
It's so
That's
cute.
very good drawing.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Where does it go?
I have determined from your consorts that there is a terrible monster deep underground. It guards a hoard of treasure bigger than either of us could have. Either of us can imagine. It is called a denizen, and it is the boss of your whole planet, Tavros. You will go and face your denizen.
Won't that be too difficult?
It will be the most powerful adversary you have ever met. But you can handle it. I believe in you.
Thanks. I mean, I respect that you have lots of piratey bravado about stuff, and you type fast about it, but I think this is foolish and not sensible. I will probably just get killed, realistically.
Maybe. That is a risk you take by being a brave adventurer. But it is a good opportunity to apply your cunning. Maybe you can rally a huge army to bend to your will and overwhelm the monster. Who knows? It is up to you. And this is it, Tavros. It's time to sink or swim.
I should get Kanaya's advice. Or maybe Karkat, since he is the leader.
No! Oh god, every time. Always going and getting others to bail you out. Anyways, Kanaya is missing in action, and Karkat has his head up his nook with his new stabby hate friend. Neither can help you.
It's just hard to figure out if you really think this is a good idea strategically, or if it's just more of the thing where you harass me but sound excited about it.
Tavros, I know nobody believes me about this. Probably not even a gullible dope like you. But I actually care about your advancement as a player. Everything I have done has been to make you stronger.
Okay. I still don't know what to believe about that.
Oh god, you are useless. I'm done talking about this. Now shut up and point that cherry vehicle of yours to the X on that map. Next stop, Gate 7. Let's go. This isn't optional. You know very well that I can make you go to that gate whether you want it or not. But I'd rather it not have to come to that. What will it be? Advance or advance?
Okay, I will go.
Oh, one last thing. Equip your Boy Skylark outfit. This will be Pupa's last stand. I mean, sit. Oh boy.
Rude.
Very
that
rude.
was really rude.
Damn. Jesus.
I mean, Vriska is a bitch.
Huge
blah,
bitch.
Blah, bitch.
Blah blah huge
Oh,
bitch.
bitch ass motherfucker.
I said that and my bird laughed.
Aha.
Even she admits that Vriska's a huge bitch.
Boom! You proceed through what seems to be your second gate into the land of maps and treasure. The thief of light lies in wait.
Nope.
Where did the spider web even come from?
Why is she sleeping on broken ankles?
Spider's asshole.
Oh my, it appears Pupa Pan himself has flown through your window while you were asleep. How exciting. Surely he is here to take you away on the adventure of a lifetime. He is more dreamy and heroic than you ever imagined. But what's this? It seems the legendary boy Skylark has misplaced his shadow. He is looking everywhere for it to no avail. He is having a devil of a time, what with being paralyzed from the waist down and all. He clearly needs your help. Help Pupa find his shadow. Pupa, you truly are a silly goose. Your shadow has been trapped underneath your useless torso the whole time. Honestly, where else would it be, you stupid sack of shit?
Be nice to Travros.
Oh, man.
Where else?
The kicks!
Of course, the secret to reuniting with your shadow is to get up and walk around, and play and dance and frolic. Your shadow will surely join in your gaiety, but it appears Pupa has lost the use of his legs. There will be no frolicking in this young man's future, unless... Everyone knows that just a pinch of special stardust, along with a happy thought, will allow any boy to get up and walk again. Everyone knows this because it is in the classic tale, Pupa Pan. Young Pupa flies through the window of a fairy girl's respite block, falls on the floor, and has trouble getting up like an enormous pansy. The fairy girl then helps him walk again, and in return he teaches her to fly, even though she probably already knows how to fly. Because she's a fairy. They fly out of her window together and have magical adventures for many sweeps thereafter. To be honest, you hardly know a damn thing about Pupa Pan, but you do not care. Pupa remains as pathetic and useless as ever. The stardust did nothing, probably because it is just glittery powder with no magical properties whatsoever, and is basically bullshit. Because in case it wasn't clear, magic isn't real, and neither are miracles. Or, it could just be that Pupa has failed to have a happy thought. Your duty is clear. You will have to make him have happy thoughts.
Gamsey would disagree.
Oh, God!
Oh, arms!
Oh, God,
Good God!
What? How did I know she was gonna do that?
Oh, my God,
Of
man.
course she would do that.
What's happening?
Because she has fairy wings.
Oh my God.
Oh, God!
Oh, God.
I don't like where this is going.
Oh,
Me
jeez.
Let's shift over to
Same
somebody
time, I
else.
do like
Oh,
Yes,
God.
please. Yes, please.
FBI, open up!
Oh, no.
nice anime. Romantic.
Kanaya,
Ew.
deal with your own crisis. Whew, crisis resolved. It was no doubt harrowing and suspenseful. But in the meantime, you have left your client player in the lurch. Ideally, she has not gotten herself into too much trouble. And ideally, the dramatic irony has not gotten so thick you could draw a dotted line on it with a tube of lipstick and cut it in half with a chainsaw. Wonder where we've seen that before.
My hands are cold.
Return to serving client.
Put them up your butt.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, my God.
Take a screenshot of that.
Huh?
Someone caption that.
The hell in back.
Oh, my God.
I would have
Screenshot
the same
this and caption
reaction
it.
too.
So that's why she had you make this dress for her? And you just went along with it like a sucker. Ah, you are such an idiot.
Oh, man. Don't be sad.
There, sweetheart.
Oh,
no, don't
All
cry.
three of us just went, yeah, we're mom now.
Kanaya, it's hard. Being a kid and growing up, it's hard and nobody understands. Try to
Harriet,
understand.
screw off.
Oh, good. Hooray.
Oh,
I
good.
love
We reached
this.
this part. Hope you're all ready for some edumacation. The problem is
Let's
that when
go.
the subject of troll romance
Oh,
is
no.
broached, our sparing human intellects instantly assume the most ingratiating posture of surrender imaginable. But we will do our best to understand regardless. Humans have only one form of romance, and though we consider it a complicated subject spanning a wide range of emotions, social conventions, and implications for reproduction, it is ultimately a superficial slice of what trolls consider the full body of romantic experience. Our concept of romance, in spite of its capacity to fill our art and literature and to rule our individual destinies like little else, is still just that, a single linear concept, a concept usually denoted by a single symbol. This. Troll romance is more complicated than that. Troll romance needs 4 symbols. Their understanding of romance is divided into halves and halved again, producing 4 quadrants. The flushed quadrant, the caligulous quadrant, the pale quadrant, and the ashen quadrant. Each quadrant is grouped by the half they share, whether horizontally or vertically, depending on the overlapping properties one examines. The sharpest dichotomy from an emotional perspective is drawn between red romance and black romance. Red romance, comprised of the flushed and pale quadrants, is a form of romance rooted in strongly positive emotions. Black romance, which with its caligulous and ashen quadrants, is rooted in the strongly negative. On the other hand, the vertical bifurcation, he really likes that word, huh?
Yeah.
It's like the 3rd time we've seen this word today. Has to do with the purpose.
Please.
Has to do with the purpose of the relationship, regardless of the emotions behind it. Those quadrants, which are concupiscent, I guess, the flushed and caligulous, have to do with facilitating the elaborate reproductive cycle of trolls. Those which are conciliatory, the pale and ashen, would be more closely likened to platonic relationships by human standards. There are many parallels between human relationships and the various facets of troll romance. Humans have words to describe relationships of a negative nature or of a platonic nature. The difference is, for humans, those relationships would never be conceptually grouped with romance. Establishing those sort of relationships for humans is not driven by the same primal forces that drive our tendency to couple romantically. But for trolls, those primal forces involve themselves in the full palette of these relationships, red or black, torrid or friendly. Trolls typically feel strongly compelled to find balance in each quadrant, and seek gratifying relationships that each describes. The challenge is particularly torturous for young trolls, who must reconcile the wide range of contradictory emotions associated with this matrix, while understanding the nature of their various romantic urges for the first time. Of course, young humans have this challenge too, but for trolls, the challenge is 4-fold.
Hussey really fucking loves the card suits.
Yeah, between the Midnight Crew and this, he really likes card suits.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very funny symbols, and they make a brain go brr, so I wouldn't blame them.
Make the brain go brr.
I actually, because of Homestuck, I have a fleece blanket that has card suits on it.
That's sick.
Nerd.
Oh, and it's also because of Homestuck. I used to have somebody as my kismesis at one point.
That's unhealthy.
That's just a hate fuck.
Yeah.
Anyway, examine the flushed quadrant. When 2 individuals find themselves in the flushed quadrant together, they are said to be mate-sprits. Mate-spritship is the closest parallel to the human concept of romance trolls have. It plays a role in the troll's reproductive cycle, just as it does for humans. This is pretty obvious. Not much more needs to be said about this. Moving right along. Also, this confirms Rose's mom and John's dad being an item.
Ooh.
They are both so very fancy and lovely.
Yeah.
Examine caligulous quadrant.
Grr.
Grr.
When a pair of adversaries delve into this quadrant, they become each other's kismesis. As one of the concupiscent quadrants, it plays a role in procreation as well. There is no particularly good human translation for this concept. The closest would be an especially potent arch-rivalry. For instance, human players
Optimus
would never...
Prime and Megatron!
Yeah!
I guess so. For instance, human players would never be able to adequately diagnose the relationship between the queen and her archagent, but troll players could immediately place it as a dead ringer for Kismisitude. They would think we were all pretty stupid for not getting it, and they would be right.
Well, damn.
Trolls have a complicated reproductive cycle. It's probably best not to examine it in much detail. The need to seek out concipient partners comes with more urgency than typical reproductive instincts. When the Imperial drone, that's this guy, comes knocking, you had better be able to supply genetic material, y'all know what that is, to each of his filial pales. If you have nothing to offer, he will kill you without hesitation. The genetic material, without going into much detail, is a combinative genetic mix from the mate sprit and Kismesis pairs, respectively. The pales are all offered to the mother grub, who can only receive such pre-combined material. She then combines all of it into one incestuous slurry and begins her brooding. This doesn't mean the initial combination was for naught, however. In the slurry, more dominant genes rise to the fore, while the more recessive find less representation in the brood. Especially strong mate sprit and Kismesis pairings yield more dominant genetic material. The more powerful the complement or potent the rivalry, the more dominant the genes. Troll reproduction sure is weird. We all take a moment to lament how pedestrian the human reproductive system is, and further lament that the phrase incestuous slurry is not a feature of common parlance in human civilization.
I'm going to say that troll dominant and recessive genes are different than humans, because otherwise that's not how those fucking work.
Yeah.
That was what was wrong with Metal Gear Solid. Being dominant or recessive genes does not make you better.
Examine the Ashen Quadrant. This quadrant involves a particular type of three-way relationship of a black romantic nature. Falling on the conciliatory side, it has no bearing on the reproductive cycle, except for indirect ramifications. When two trolls are locked in a feud or some otherwise contentious relationship, one can intervene and become their auspicious. The auspicious mediates between the two, playing the role of a peacekeeper, preventing the feud from boiling over into a fully colligonous rivalry. Since such lesser feuds are quite common among trolls, there's a significant need for auspicing parties. Without them, too many Ashen feuds would become colligonous and begin to conflict with other exclusive Kismesis relationships, leading to a great deal of social complexity and sore feelings, even more so than black romance usually involves. Without auspisticism, the result would be widespread black infidelity. So, if it weren't for these guys, everybody would just hate each other all the time.
Oh.
And that's why her threatening to pour the toilet stuff over Vriska is a very good thing.
In this house, we like the pale quadrant.
Wow.
The relationships each quadrant describes tend to be malleable, if not volatile, especially on the concupiscent half where more torrid emotions reside. It doesn't take much to flip a switch and transmute black rom feelings to red rom, and vice versa. In many cases, one party will have red feelings while the other has black, but it will often be the case that one party's feelings will swap to match the other's, since there is no quadrant which naturally accommodates such a disparity. But thereafter, it's not uncommon for the two to toggle between red and black in unison now and then. These scenarios naturally result in both red and black infidelities. This sort of relationship volatility is why conciliatory relationships are an important part of troll romance.
Mark, you should not drink while reading this stuff. Just oh my god, don't put away the mics hard.
I can't help it, I'm thirsty. Reading all of this is thirsty work.
There are too many big confusing words.
There's definitely something else that's thirsty work, but there are minors watching this.
Listen, I would be tripping over these words even if I weren't having this Mike's Hard Lemonade. Anyways.
I know, it's just making me go on. I love you.
And
doing great, baby.
I love you too. An auspicious can stabilize particularly turbulent relationships. If the auspicious fails to mediate properly, or has no interest in the role, or perhaps has different romantic intentions, him/herself altogether, just say themselves, then the relationship often quickly deteriorates into one of an especially hostile and torrid nature. There are many outside factors and influences tugging and pulling these relationships in different directions, and unlike humans who have very orderly, simple, straightforward romantic relationships without exception, trolls exist in a state of an almost perpetual confusion and generally have no idea what the hell is going on. Being confused by troll relationships is one thing we do have in common, though. Examine the pale quadrant. It's the guys.
boys. It's babies.
Nepeta is an honorary boy for this. It's the boys.
It's the boys.
Boys, 3 a.m.
It's the meow whale.
Me and the boys at 2 a.m. looking for beans.
That's nice.
Looking for catnip and horse milk.
Considering the art that Equius has hanging up in his hive, I'm going to move right along from that. This quadrant presides over Moirail agents, the other conciliatory relationship. A reasonable human translation would be the concept of a soulmate, but in a more platonic sense, and with a more specific social purpose. Trolls are a very angry and violent race. Some are more hot-tempered and dangerous than others, to the extent that if left to their own devices, they would present a serious threat to society, or even to themselves. Such trolls will have an instinctive pale attraction to a more even-tempered troll, who may become their Moirail. The Moirail is obliged to pacify the other, to function as the better half. The two partners in a strong pale relationship will serve to balance and complement each other's emotional profiles, and thus allow their other relationships to be more successful. It's often ambiguous, especially among young trolls, whether a bond formed between an acquaintance is true Moiraligence or the usual variety of platonic involvement. Furthermore, romantic intentions of a more flushed nature can often be mistaken for paler leanings, much to the frustration of the suitor. But some pale pairings, as the one above, will be strikingly obvious to all who know them. And yet others will seem to have been hatched for each other. Wait, more troll romance exposition, please.
Oh God.
You just can't get enough of this, can you?
Oh my God.
That would have been a great. That would have been a
Oh my
great
God!
point.
Somebody should like compile all of these gifs and do like the Twitter caption like troll romance lore.
God, you can't just get enough of this, can you? That would have been a great point for a transition out of this illustrated sociological study, but okay, if you insist. Now let's see, what's going on here is... It's perfectly simple. When the full matrix of troll romance is in action, we have, hey, why don't you figure it out? You should be an expert on all this by now anyway.
Hey, I don't.
Yeah.
Later, our troll hero would try to explain this to our human hero, attempting to convey all the nuance of troll romance through a nearly verbatim recitation of the preceding excerpts. He would try to describe how rich and textured the troll romantic comedies were compared to the one-dimensional schlock of our human cinematic counterparts. He would barely scratch the surface of troll Will Smith's virtuosity with the delicate lattice of troll romance, as he would assist the bumbling fudge-blooded troll Kevin James through the interwoven minefield briar patch of red rum and black rum entanglements, all the while sifting through his own prickly romantic situation and ultimately learning the true meaning of hate and pity. But would they succeed before the Imperial drone came knocking with his thirsty pails at the ready? Yes, they would. But John didn't understand any of this because he's a moron, and he wouldn't shut up about his awful bullshit Earth movies. He would just go on and on about that garbage.
True.
But if there was one theme to be hammered through his thick skull, it would be the troll's cultural preoccupation with romantic destiny. Yes, the romantic landscape is rife with false starts and miscues and infidelities, red and black. But every troll believes strongly that each quadrant holds one and only one true pairing for them, and it is just a matter of time before the grid is filled with auspicious matchups through the mysterious channels of troll serendipity. In short, their belief is that for each quadrant there exists a pair of triad of trolls somewhere in the cosmos that were made for each other. Wow, another great transition. You wonder if it will stick this time. You have no choice but to take a stab at the rare and extremely dangerous 2x transition combo.
Look at that little crab. Look at that little fish.
Aww.
Looks like it worked.
My wife!
So who is this guy anyway?
Wah!
A really cool panel for a character who doesn't deserve it. Your name is Eridan Ampera. Eridan, do something awesome. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait for it.
Wah, wah.
Go from a gun and shoot from the hip.
Oh, wah!
There she blows.
Whoa. Okay, wow, that is cool.
Ciao.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Damn, Shoddy. Okay.
God damn.
Be nice to the
Yeah.
whale.
There
Fish
goes Moby Dick.
food.
Oh, there goes Moby Dick.
Okay, that guy is pretty much squared away. What about her?
My wife.
A wonderful panel for a troll who entirely deserves it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hey,
Now,
look, in the background you can see her house.
you can also see some cuttlefish. Also, there's a debate as to whether her last name is pronounced Pixies or Paces.
I say
I just say,
pixies.
yeah,
I'd
pixies.
say Pixies.
I'll just say pixies.
Pixies is
I don't
cute.
know.
Your name
Yeah,
is Feferi, or Feferi, Pixies.
Yeah.
My
Do something
wife.
adorable.
Guys, I think
Yeah.
that's Cath's wife.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Swim.
My kneecap!
She is carrying that thing all by her damn self.
Strong
Either
woman.
that's a really light whale or a really strong troll.
I mean,
Really
just
strong
wait,
troll.
just wait until you see her Lucis.
I love her.
I'm
Lucy.
interested.
Mommy!
What?
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 What's going on?
All I heard was
Ignore it.
"Mommy!"
Keep going.
Mommy, sorry.
And this is her Lucis.
Holy shit!
That's a big one.
That is
It-
ginormous.
Yeah,
That's
in
like
case
Dinosaur
you
Anime?
missed it, let's zoom in a bit again.
Oh god.
That is the
tentacles.
whale that it's eating.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
I'm
Nice.
okay. Wow.
Tentacles.
That is the fucking bloop. That's the bloop.
Yeah, that's the bloop. The bloop, bloop, bloop.
That should keep
Looks
her
like a-
quiet for a while. At least until she dies.
Good day to
This
be
what
not
gas
dead.
give birth to?
Eridan, go home.
Oh.
Again, a
I'm
cool
sorry.
place for a guy who doesn't deserve it. That should keep
Yeah.
her happy for a while, and make a freshly orphaned troll somewhere pretty sad. That was somebody else's Lucis.
Oh my god.
Oh
You
my
bitch,
god.
Eridan.
Ah, shit.
Eridan,
Oh my
examine block.
God.
You conveniently return to your respite block so that we may study your variety of interests. This was very considerate of you.
Yeah.
Flowing through
Yeah.
your veins is nearly the richest blood the hemospectrum has to offer, penultimate on the scale. As such, you are a sea dweller, a sub-race of troll distinct from the commoners by mutation and habitat, a caste which rules over the entire species. But ruling in your view is not enough. You have an overpowering genocide complex and have made it your sworn duty to kill
Bless
all
you.
land dwellers. You have amassed resources and deadly weaponry from around the world for this ambition through many sweeps of extreme role-playing while pursuing a working doomsday device which will bring Armageddon to all those on the surface. Haven't had much luck with that, but maybe tonight's your night. You hold a fascination for military history and legendary conquerors. You have dubiously
Like
modeled
every
your profile and exploits after the most notorious figures and their stories. which are bristling with the glory of victory and the sting of defeat and political machinations and romantic intrigue. It is an image you are careful to craft through exaggerated emotional theatrics, and your penchant for mass murder notwithstanding, people tend to regard you as a bit of a tool. You also like magic even though you know it to be fake. Like a made-up friend the way wizards are. Made-up make-believe fakey fakes. It's still fun, though. Your troll tag is Caligulus Aquarium, and you speak with a very weird and sort of wavy sounding accent. You hold off on doing anything for the moment on account of courtesy to fellow royalty. Let's examine.
I just wanted to say quickly,
yeah?
My dad just walked downstairs and just said, cheese.
Dad! Here, hang on. I have to do it. Cheese.
Cheese. Oh my god.
Jeez.
Off topic, but there's like a joke amongst me and my friends in like a production server that I'm in. Whenever we play Rec Room, as we wait for somebody to like pick a card for like charades, we just chant cheese, cheese, cheese. And if we get cheese, it's an automatic win.
Yeah.
We should play Rec Room. It's very fun.
Wait. What did I
But
do?
anyway.
What
Anyway,
did I
for
miss?
now.
My dad walked in.
My dad just came into the room and said, cheese.
And I explained an in-joke between friends, but
Yeah.
let's continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the subject of courtesy, you have also returned to your block so we can get a better look at you. Again, quite considerate. Royalty sure is civilized.
For the most part.
You are also a sea dweller. You have the most noble blood possible, the only of your kind known to possess it, and the only to share it with Glubliub, a deep sea monster also known as the Rift's Carbuncle, emissary to the horror terrors, or in more hushed tones, speaker of the vast glub. Basically, Cthulhu for trolls. This makes you the heir apparent for Alternian rulership, which ordinarily would place you in considerable jeopardy. Her imperious condescension would steer the flagship from the fleet and make an attempt on your life herself, if not for the protection of your monstrous Lucis. And if not forewarned of your race's extinction by the whispers of that Lucis, you would have big plans for the throne. All the plans. All of them. You would redefine what it means to be culled in troll society. Under your rule, it would mean caring for the unfit and infirm rather than exterminating them, and you have put this idea into practice by culling the fauna of the deep. You tend to wild and beautiful aquatic hoof beasts, grooming and feeding them daily. You capture and cage cuttlefish by the thousands for their own good, and also because they are funny and colorful and you love them. They often swim through the bars of their cages, but that is fine. You run your whole palace as a sort of wildlife adoption facility, even if the wildlife's need for care is dubious at best, and the practice really just amounts to an elaborate role-playing scenario. It's still fun, though. You would also look forward to using your reign to unite the two races. You were told that you would do this... You were told you would do this one day by your Lucis, even if it does contradict her message of extinction. Oh well, you suppose not all prophecies can come true. Your troll tag is cuttlefish color, and you have a hard time not getting really excited about practically everything. What will you both do? I think they will both wait until next time, because our 2 hours are up.
Can I say something real fast?
Sure.
In the dubiously canon troll or friend sim game,
Pester Quest.
Yeah, Pester. Yeah. When the main character gets to Equius. No, sorry, Eridan. Everyone makes that mistake. When he gets to Eridan, Eridan tells him that he's basically gender fluid, and he's like, I don't do it in public very much because everyone knows that I'm a douchebag, and it would just hurt the queer community. And then immediately goes, so anyway, what do you think about slaves? I think they're pretty cool.
What?
What?
It was something like that. It was something like, oh no, it wasn't slavery. It was specifically It was
It was
specifically
something
him being
related
like,
to that.
so what do you think about lower class people? I think they should be
the hemo
slaves.
spectrum.
Oh my
hemo spectrum.
god!
Wait, what did I
You
miss?
whore!
I have no idea.
Yeah, I
Aridin
still love
is
him though.
Aridin is someone who's like, yeah, being queer is amazing, but we should still restrict ourselves to the caste system of hierarchy of lower bloods being slaves and higher bloods being royalty. And the character just went, I threw up in my mouth a little bit and tried to change the conversation.
That's good. Change the
Mood.
conversation.
Speaking of
I
which,
still love him.
mood. Speaking of which, thank you everybody so much for watching this session of Let's Read Homestuck. We will continue this in 2 weeks. If you like what you saw, be sure to leave a like on the video and also leave a comment. I always leave a heart on every comment that is made within the first 24 hours of my videos being up. If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do so and ring the bell for notifications about all future uploads and live streams. And with that, I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.
Bye.
Pepper is
Bye-bye.
perfect. Everybody should love her.
Bye, everyone.
See y'all fucks later, baby!
Yay!